We are gathered here today because these resilient tenants came together for change. Ongoing nuisances and the ownership's refusal to make lasting repairs and accommodations forced tenants to form a tenant association 3 years ago. During this time, tenants acted in 3 ways. They blocked a rent increase, they notified ownership about the lack of security, and they demanded repairs. Tenants have organized with the Alliance of Californians for Community Empowerment, ACE, to amplify their concerns. After countless meetings with our law firm and with ACE, tenants wanted the ownership to take accountability for their lack of responsiveness. Tenants have attended city council meetings. They have had elected officials come to the property. They've had the Oakland City Council come to the property and see these inhumane conditions that tenants are living in. ACE and the city attorney's office even sent letters to ownership regarding the substandard housing conditions. And what did they do in response?
Nothing.
That's right, nothing. The ownership denied actually any wrongdoing. This is no way to treat elderly, disabled, low income, and hardworking tenants who are doing their best to live peacefully within their home. But guess what? These tenants are not accepting no for an answer. And we are here. That's right. And we are here today because tenants will continue to organize until they see change. That's right, change. So what do we want?
Change.
And when do we want it?
Now.
Thank you. And I'm going to hand it off to my colleague, Rahman Popal, to talk about the lawsuit.
Those things were eloquently done.
I'm very excited, under unfortunate circumstances as it is, to be here today to announce, on behalf of our 69 clients and the plaintiffs in this lawsuit, that as of last night, we have filed a lawsuit against Con Am Management Corporation and Oakland Pacific Associates for the horrible conditions that they forced vulnerable tenants to live in. They're the conditions that you've heard about today. The fraudulent advertising to trap senior tenants in a building that they used the horrible conditions to lift the senior designation on. The squalor-like conditions that they forced these tenants to live in, including hallways littered with human waste, drugs, decomposing animals, unsecured entries allowing thieves and trespassers to maraud and run roughshod over the property, broken down elevators, no heat, no hot water, and a building-wide cockroach infestation. On top of that, the management practice is to gaslight, retaliate, harass, silence, intimidate, and bully tenants when they speak out. This is a lawsuit that is motivated and fueled by justice. It's not about money. When the tenants formed a tenant association 3 years ago or more, met bi-weekly, after hours, after work, on their own time, on their own dime, it wasn't about money then. It was about basic repairs and basic human decency. When the tenants knock door to door, organize with ACE, go out in the heat, go out in the common areas that are unsafe for them, on their own time, on their own dime, it wasn't about money. It's not about money then. When the tenants bus to city council meetings, languishing in the halls of City Hall, waiting for politicians for some modicum of accountability, on their own time and on their own dime, it wasn't about money. But we are not naive. To enact change, we must speak the language of the landlord, and their language speaks in green. The language of the landlord requires that we show them it'll be more expensive for them to ignore the tenants than to respond to them. It'll be more expensive to make their tenants beg for humane living conditions than to do right by them. For that reason, we are going to pursue maximum economic damages and punitive damages. But most importantly, the reason we're here and the reason that we're filing this lawsuit is for declaratory and injunctive relief, to make sure that there is an order to make the property habitable and safe for these senior tenants.
Yes, sir.
Can't wait.
Yes, sir.
We will not stop fighting until we've achieved lasting change, and that includes changing the practices that belittle tenants, ignore them, and make them feel isolated and alone. I'm proud to be here today with these courageous tenants, among the most courageous I've seen in my entire career, and I will stand with you in that fight until we see a better Oakland station that you all deserve. Thank you.